Okay, you kind of know that that's the cue for our most popular segment.
What the hell is wrong with people? So that woman was really loving honking the horn. That was in Ottawa, the trucker convoy. She's now the director of communications for the Conservative Party of Canada, and her name is Sarah Fisher. And this is what she thought about the horns that blared for weeks on end in Ottawa.
But it's nice to hear.
Nice to hear.
She's a
Sarah.
Kellyanne Conway of Canada right there.
Right? Like, what
It's
is going
nice
on
to
with
hear.
that? And she did actually, she was called out on these old tweets that are resurfaced, and she refused to apologize. I don't know if we have that tweet, but anyway, she was saying, I'll never apologize for basically, supporting people's right to protest. Which is fair enough. People have a right to protest.
People have a right to protest, Linda, but the people who lived in the downtown core of Ottawa were tortured with 24/7, 365 horn honking and exhaust fumes and harassment. It was not all bouncy castles and cups of hot chocolate.
And the hot tubs, inflatable hot tubs.
No.
Here's another thing.
But that's the Conservative Party's comms communications person. Like, oh, man.
Right?
What the hell?
Here's the face of someone you should watch out for if you happen to see them on the street. This guy's name is Brian Abrosimo. He's 59 years old. He just got a big break from the Parole Board of Canada because this dude raped a woman. She was in handcuffs. And then about a month later, he hit a young girl who was riding her bike with his van while she was incapacitated. He grabbed her, put her in the van, put a hood over her head, and sexually assaulted her. And he got sentenced to multiple years in prison. And the parole board kept trying to give him a break, and he kept breaking the conditions. And finally, the parole board said, well, we're going to cancel your long-term supervision, even though you've been breaking the rules as recently as 2021, 2020. And so this idiot, I'm going to say it because he's a rapist.
You did. And
Sorry.
I'm kind of glad you did, because what the hell is wrong with our justice system? This isn't even just what the hell is wrong with people. If this individual isn't the poster person for who should actually be rehabilitated if they can be, or kept
behind bars?
Yes, incarcerated. Yeah. Yes, people don't like that word. People like, oh, what about the humanity? The humanity are the women who were attacked by this man, and it's clear he's a predator.
And the child. Can you imagine if you were a child and you were, first of all, hit in a car accident by a van, dragged in by a man who's 3 times older than you, who puts a hood on your head and sexually assaults you and rapes you? That's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
And that'll change your life forever.
We have to be loud about this, people.
Saying that.
Yeah. Well, and this is just a symptom of a greater problem, right? Like, this is something that we seem to talk about every week in What the Hell is Wrong with People. And I'd prefer that this whole segment go the way of the dodo bird.
You have a wee little curly hair that wants to keep doing that thing. There we go.
Thank you. You got my back, boo.
Can I also say, I'm going to give you a little word of advice here.
All right, I'm ready.
Do not lick a toad.
Okay.
And I'm saying this because the National Park Service had to actually issue an alert to the public because there are people who have been licking these psychedelic toads in parks. And look at the little toad with his eyes, like bloop, and saying, okay, that you can get a high for up to a half an hour from licking this particular toad, which releases
I can tell you a way to get high for a half an hour without licking a toad.
Right? Indeed. But at the same time that you might get high for a half an hour from licking this particular toad, it can also make you nauseous, vomiting, anxious.
Oh my God.
Now, this is the toad in question.
People are licking this toad?
Jody, this is the biggest toad in the U.S. This is 7.5 inches long.
Oh,
so
that's a dog. That's not a toad.
That's like a sourdough bread.
Oh, God.
So are you going to pick up a toad, which is wordy anyway? No. And are you going to lick it so you're going to get high for half an hour?
Nope, I am not. I'll give you something to get high on if you're one of those people. Brian and I often, hi Brian. Brian and I often, when we're cruising around town, whether we're on our bikes or on a car, in a car, and then we'll see a cyclist. We're like, oh, look at that cyclist who just suddenly became a pedestrian. And oh, now they're a cyclist again. Bike lane, road, sidewalk, bike lane, road, sidewalk, stop sign. Whew. These cops make my day.
Vancouver police.
Take away the what the hell, because we love.
Yeah, now we're
excuse me. So please, could I have a quick word with you? So we're down here doing some education, reminding people on 2 wheels, 3 wheels, that we got to play by the rules of the road. So it's really important that you stop for the
So
stop
the
sign,
VPD did
using
this
the bike
thing
lane
where
and
they
stuff.
stopped people. They didn't give out tickets
Nope.
or anything. They just
a
said,
reminder.
by the way, we're stopping you because you went right through that stop
How are
sign.
ya?
And the
Hi there.
cyclist was like, oh, what? What did I do? It was like, well, basically, you're not following the rules of the road. And let's be real. There are great cyclists, and then there's
for
some
sure.
crappy cyclists. There's great drivers and lots of crappy drivers, too.
No
but
question.
if you're on 2 wheels and you're not playing by the rules and you're going through a stop sign and you get hit,
The car's going to win every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Every time.
Yeah.
We all know someone who's been in an accident, particularly living in Vancouver, because cycling is such a big deal. So there's that. I love that by the VPD. I think that's super cool. But we
Yay.
got to talk about our feline van.
Okay, so we had a viewer reach out, and his name is Gavin Bamber from North Vancouver, and he said, look at every night that Steel and Vance is on, Kitty, and that's the cat's name is Kitty, is there watching the show. And Gavin said she's fascinated by all of the arm and hand movements, or is it the chip bowl? Please
Hawkins.
keep up the good work. Happy 10th show anniversary. Here's
Cheers
to Kitty.
the guy with
Hi,
most arms,
Kitty.
Derek Wong, our all things magical behind the scenes guy.
Handsome Brad.
Handsome Brad, of course. Nina
Nina.
Savage. We got Amy in the house tonight too. Cheers.
And we are a podcast as well.
We are. Anywhere you get your podcast, just look for Steel and Vance. You can find us on the Check Plus app. You can find us online at checkmedia.ca, and you can find us on Twitter at Steel Talks.
at checkmedia.ca and Vance at checkmedia.ca.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, it's amazing,
Steel.
right?
And Vance.
Right.
Happy 10th.
So, thanks
See
for
you next
watching.
Thursday. Woohoo!
Clink.
Lords.